Howdy. Welcome to Highline College's Hospitality and Tourism Management Department. I'm going to tell you about our program as it exists now and the exciting things that we're working on. At least I'm really excited about it. Hopefully you are too. So we'll just start here on the first one, our website, host.highline.edu. There's a lot of good information there. Then you look at our logo. This logo was created by students in our departments, along with students from the IT department who are learning how to create logos and learning about marketing. So, eat, sleep, and travel. The three things we don't do, we help other people do. And the pineapple, the universal symbol for hospitality. When you enter our Host 100 Introduction to Hospitality and Tourism, the very first class you're going to take, most likely here in our department, you're going to get a pin. And that pin is the logo. And you're going to keep that with you until graduation when we give you a graduation version of that. The pins show that you're a true hospitality personality and you take this seriously. So, what is hospitality and tourism? Well, it is the world's largest business. Approximately 9 to 13.5% of the world's GDP comes through hospitality and tourism. The reason that it's 9 to 13.5% is kind of large is because there are things like food and beverage, within food and beverage, supply chain, well, like trucking and railroads, things like farmers, how much of that is a part of hospitality and how much isn't? And should hospitality and tourism be combined? No matter how you look at it, let's just say you say that it's 10% of the world's GDP. That makes it the world's second largest business after the energy industry. But if you look at the energy industry as breaking it up into like one would be gas, one would be oil, and those are two completely different industries, then hospitality and tourism is the world's largest business. So, what is our program all about? Well, I think we have a really vibrant campus. We're really close to Seattle. We pull on those resources, but we're far enough away that we're also in this beach community of Des Moines. That's beautiful. You can look here, you see the Highline College faculty, the students playing in the snow. We get snow like once every 2 or 3 years. It's on the ground for like just 2 days or whatever. And we have the best campus. Our 80 acres are on the Puget Sound. A part of our campus, it's called the Mast Center, is even a dock into the Puget Sound, part of the ocean. It's amazing to be able to see the dolphins and the orcas and the sharks and all the cool stuff right there on campus. An octopus that we had there that we saw. It's really cool. So, who are we? We are the faculty. We are a faculty of 8. So, you can see who we are. You have our names there, what we do. We all have our different specializations, and together we're one really solid team. So, you can learn more about us at host.highline.edu. You can also go through and see what we are just by looking at these slides. One of the things we've worked really hard on is to be as highly ranked as we possibly can be. To my knowledge, we are the highest ranked college program in the entire state of Washington by the U.S. Department of Education. What does that mean? Well, we're obviously number one in hospitality and tourism for college programs. We're not Washington State University or Central Washington University. We're a college. For hotels specifically, we're number 36 in the United States, but that's against universities. We're the number 2 hospitality program in all of the United States for college. So obviously that places us number 1 here in our state. We're the best hotel management program. We specialize in hospitality, tourism, food and beverage, event planning, airlines and airports. We even have a full-time classroom inside SeaTac Airport to train people to go work in that industry. And there's 22,000 people working at SeaTac Airport. So it's easy for us to try to get some of that done. So what is our program all about? Well, we have 2 prefixes in our department. One, host. That stands for hospitality and tourism. We also have SUST. That stands for sustainability. Sustainability emerged from the global tourism industry. And so that's something we feel ownership over. So if you're interested in learning about international tourism, if you're interested in hotels, if you're interested in cruise lines, airports, event planning, health and wellness and spas, resorts, or if you're interested in anything around sustainability, everything from farming, marine biology, but also, of course, into energy use and some tour guiding and working in governments and nonprofits. We have avenues for all of that right here in hospitality and tourism. So you can see all these short-term certificates. The idea that we have for your short-term certificates is that when you start in our program, you're going to be getting certificates almost every quarter. So you're going to get no certificate in your first quarter, but in your second quarter, once you complete it, you have two certificates already. By the time that you have the end of your third quarter, you'll already have three certificates. And all you have to do is follow the advising and guidance that any one of the 8 instructors in our department are going to be able to provide you. It's not even that arduous. 13 credits in your first quarter, 14 credits in your second quarter, 18 credits in your third quarter. That's three short-term certificates. Now, that's going to give you already halfway to an AAS degree. An AAS degree is going to take you between 5 and 7 quarters. An AAS degree is also going to get you a high school diploma in the United States. So I know many of you have high school diplomas in the US already. Maybe it's not a big deal to you. You may have a high school diploma from somewhere else in the world. That's great. But it's also really good to have a high school diploma from the United States, a degree in the United States, 3 or 4 short-term certificates in the United States, and you can get all of that in 5 to 7 quarters. 4 quarters equal 1 year. So we're only talking about approximately 15 to 21 months that you have to be with us to get all of that. That's an awesome thing. Then you also have entrance to a lot of universities. Most of our students choose to either go to Central Washington University, UNLV, or Grand Canyon University if they are choosing to transfer. Many of our students don't transfer. AAS degree, they go and work, they can move into supervisory management positions. That's awesome. But if you choose to move on to a bachelor's degree, those are the big three. We also have Caesar Ritz in Switzerland. You can go to University of Central Florida in Orlando. They're located at Disney, University of Houston. We have other schools that people have transferred to. It's just that once you sit down with us and you learn about what your options are, most students choose one of those three. Our degree is going to begin with the 92 credits that you're going to get in our department with core courses, electives. You're going to be learning Excel through spreadsheet courses. You're going to get to choose anything you want on campus with general elective, and then related instruction. Related instruction is going to be 5 credits of quantitative, 5 of English communications, and 5 of human relations. We like to see people communicate even more, but that doesn't mean you have to take English 101, English 102. You don't have to speak like Shakespeare and study creative writing. We aren't looking for that. We're looking for you to communicate like a professional and be able to connect with people in real and meaningful ways. That might mean English 101 for you, but it may also mean that you're learning communications, public speaking, or intercultural communication. If you want to graduate faster and you're not transferring to another school, then we can also give you 22 credits, 12 for your prior work experience, and 10 for a second language you speak. That's going to cut off at least 1 quarter towards your graduation. You're now looking at potentially 1 year for your entire degree. How cool is that? Then you can go to work at any of these. This photo that you see right here is one of the greatest photos I've ever received in my email inbox. Every single one of these individuals was my student at the same time here in our department. And they all got hired together to move to New York City to work at JFK Airport. And they all went there together and they were best friends on campus. I'm sure they stayed best friends up there and sent me pictures like this. And I just love the fact that they were able to connect and stay friends in this really meaningful way. But there's so many places you can work. Destination Des Moines, Seattle Southside, SeaTac Airport, Pacific Place, Crown Plaza, DoubleTree, Hilton, Washington State Fair, or even our coffee shop on campus that is owned and managed by our department. We take a lot of field trips. You don't have to go on these, but you can. We also teach in different languages. Right now, our Ukrainian and Spanish cohorts are really big, but we're also looking into Japanese, we're looking into Korean, we're looking at Arabic, we're looking at Turkish. And we have classes in those languages. So you can learn English while earning credit. Otherwise, it's going to take you 1 or 2 years to learn enough English to move into a 4 credit classroom. Why not do both at the same time? Earn credits towards graduation while you're learning English with a bilingual instructor. Someone like what you see here is me in Indonesia with Samad and Ahmed. These are two professors, and they are Samad is in business and host. Ahmed is in LCAP, which is English Career and Learning Preparation. English is a second language preparation, and they're amazing instructors. And they teach in Arabic, and they teach host, and you get credits. We go to places like SeaTac Airport, where this picture on the bottom right is so awesome. This is us on the tarmac. We are where the planes take off. On the left, we were looking at the growth of the airport. They were building out with a multi-billion-dollar expansion. In the top right, we attended an event in downtown Seattle for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This was us on a cruise ship. Yes, we went on a huge cruise ship, and we were the only people on the entire cruise ship. So there's a cruise ship that fits like 5,000 people, and it was just the 25 of us. It was a great experience. We go to other places. We go to events in the community that are meaningful and we work them, such as this, which was bringing to life the racial segregation of the past of the United States in really neat ways, learning ways. We went to a Peruvian festival that you see there in the bottom left. We're shearing an alpaca there, which is a Peruvian animal. We went to Korea that you see up in the top left. We went to Turks and Caicos. We went to Toronto. We went to Lumen Field. We went to Peru. We went to Costa Rica. And we've been to Indonesia and we've been throughout Asia and a lot of cruising. So no matter what it is, this bottom right picture is actually, and the bottom left is of me. The top two I can't claim. But those are two of my favorite locations. And if you're ready to join us and learn more about all of these different areas, that's awesome. You can come and join us on campus. Yes, these three pictures were taken from our little community of Des Moines. In the bottom left, yes, that is actually on the ocean. This is what our Mast Center, a part of our campus, looks like. Uh, it's pretty cool here. So reach out to me, just send me an email, set up a meeting, whatever it is that you'd like to do. Go to directory.highline.edu, set up a meeting with me, visit our host.highline.edu website, send me an email, jtyone@highline.edu. I'm here to look over all the industries we cover, whether it's hotels and resorts, whether it's taking flight, which is airline and airport and aviation, whether it's event planning, whether you're interested in tourism, especially sustainable tourism and global tourism, things that we specialize in here in our department, ecotourism, cruise lines, both on the ship and off the ship. Don't forget that a lot of the best jobs in cruising take place on land, and has enormous cruise ship terminals. We have the food and beverage industry, especially if you're into things like wine, where we teach sommelier classes. Rec and Park, if you enjoy the outdoors, that could be for you. Seattle is unique. We have three national parks within 2 hours of campus. There's really nowhere else that you can go that has that. So I hope to see you soon. Come and join us. And yeah, reach out.